Hey party people, PandaBrady here, and it's time for R&D RWBY Volume 5, Episode 2. So, we start with Watts meeting with Lionheart so they can speak with Salem through a new Grimm known as a seer. Watts pokes fun at Cinder, who has her voice back, and Leo lets them know about the Spring Maiden's whereabouts and that Crow has shown up at the school. Salem strangles Leo through the seer when he shows some doubt, then sends Cinder after Raven's bandit tribe. Watts is recalled to fix Tyrion's tail, and Cinder gets a lecture from Salem about not underestimating people. Then asks Cinder to send Tyrion in for some stern words. We then hop over to Weiss on the cargo ship, and that distress signal from earlier shows up with a new threat in tow known as Lancers. Weiss has the pilot open the cargo doors and takes on the pursuing Grimm. There isn't a lot of movement from Weiss in this, but it is one of the better fight scenes of the volume. We get basically what is the turret scene from Star Wars A New Hope. But like only one. So yeah, they pull off some maneuvers and use the environment to cause traps to take down the swarm, but the Queen Lancer arrives and it's super tough. They even try to blow it up with several cases of dust, but still up and running. Weiss uses her summon to get rid of it, but during the fight, the wing of the plane, or ship rather, gets damaged and they end up crashing. We then jump over to Adam, who is speaking with Sienna Khan, leader of the White Fang, who is very upset that he played a role in the fall of Beacon. Adam brings in Hazel, who is very cordial and polite and doesn't want anyone to die, and explains that he's going to help them, but Sienna isn't having it. Adam explains his wishes for humankind's subjugation. Then he pulls a coup on Sienna, who had been hyped up in the months beforehand, especially by the crew, but yeah, only for her to be taken out in a single stab and then tossed down the stairs. Hazel's upset at Adam, and Adam starts covering up his killing by calling Sienna a martyr, having been killed by a human. Hazel again expresses that no one needed to die, and then Adam mugs for the camera. We then cliffhang with Raven finding Weiss and knocking her out. So, this is where I talk about my feelings on the episode. It was semi-focused for once. We only had like 3 plot lines going in this episode, as opposed to the 7 or 8 from the last volume, but I digress. We get to see what the villains are doing, what Weiss is up to, and get some setup for the things to come. We get a better feel for Hazel's character, which I like here. I'll discuss later why he becomes one of my least favorite villains, but yeah. We also get a neat little scene of Weiss fighting and get some aerial acrobatics with the ship. But then we get Adam. We get a wasted character in Sienna, who gets a much better character in the Adam short. But that's for later. I'm doing all the shorts at one time. Even though I really want to talk about the Adam short right now, and how it really bugs my... Anyways, I'll get to that later. Let's see, what else was there? Oh yeah, Adam controls the whole White Fang now. What could he do with that power? Mug for the camera and gloat that he's the leader now. We'll see him later. Voice acting is alright. Weiss is getting better than she has been. Sienna, great. Hazel, great. Adam, he's acting. I mean, I may be an amateur voice actor, but I can at least say that it's not the best. Animation had little to no problems that I noticed in this episode. The only real problem being how stiff Weiss was, but that's to be expected when her character has to sit in one area and shoot out into the air. But all in all, it's a good episode. Not great, but good. Good for a second episode with lots of build-up. Anyways, that's all my thoughts on this episode. So, like and share if you enjoyed. Subscribe, become part of the Panda Party, because there ain't no party like a Panda Party, because Panda Party don't stop. Go ahead and leave a comment below if you want to see more RWBY-based content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.